I played 100 days of Stardew Valley for the first time ever in 2024. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Payton. It is nice to meet you, it is nice to see you, and welcome to the corner. Now, for all of this Cozy Game YouTube channel's lifespan, I have been yelled at, I have been pleaded with, I have been begged to play Stardew Valley on the channel. And I actually have a few times. I've tried playing Stardew Valley just on 2 different occasions where I live streamed the game for the first time not knowing what I was doing. And while I did like the overall vibe of Stardew Valley, I never got really into it because I felt an overwhelming sense of overwhelmingness because I had no idea what I was doing, and so many lovely, dedicated Stardew Valley fans pointed out that I did not know what I was doing all the time. So I never really got as into the game as I feel like I could have. It wasn't until recently when I did 100 days of Coral Island that I realized that playing a game for 100 days and playing it by yourself really can give you so much of an insight on how you truly feel about a game. So I decided to play 100 days of Stardew Valley as pretty much a beginner. I set a couple goals for myself. Overall, the main goal is to play the 100 days. But in addition to these goals, I have some in-game goals that I set as a beginner who did not know if these goals were feasible to do. This is what we're gonna try to do. Goal number 1 is to try to complete the community center in the game, or at least do a respectable amount within my first year. Goal number 2 is to romance at least one NPC of my choosing, but you know, multiple NPC romances are cool with me too. Goal number 3 is to attend every festival that happens in the course of the 100 days. I don't want to miss any of them. Goal number 4 is to actually decorate my farm like a little bit. It's got to be a little bit cute by day 100. It doesn't need to be perfect, but like a little bit cute. And the last goal is to Google nothing, to ask for help with nothing. I can use my previous limited Stardew Valley knowledge of the couple times I've tried to play in the past, but nothing else. I want to figure everything else out on my own. And without further ado, it is a long video, so grab some snacks, be sure to click the lovely little like button, and let's get into 100 days of Stardew Valley. Day 1 of Stardew Valley had to, of course, start with me taking a little bit too long to customize my character, but it's fine, it was worth it. Named myself Pay because 2 Ys are cuter than 1. My farm is always called Sloth Stables. I like sloths. I didn't know what I needed that for, but whatever. I picked the regular farm, and then Grandpa told me, here, have this envelope, but only open it when you're sad. So I was at my corporate job, and I was sad. So I opened it, and boom! I've inherited Sloth Stables Farm. So I said goodbye, left my job, and boom, here we are. Robin told me that I have this disgustingly overgrown farm, and this is the mayor. He told me the same thing, and I could sell stuff to make some money. So I said, okay, great, bye. And then I got to farming, because this is a farming sim after all. And I cleared the way to plant my first ever seeds, which were these parsnip seeds. And I don't know why. I don't know why I planted them in this disgusting format. I fix it. Don't worry. I will fix it later, but I just couldn't compute how many spaces I need because math. But anyway, I tended to my crops, cleaned up a little bit, and then I wanted to go accomplish something and do my first quest, which was to meet at least 28 of the characters. So I met this dude, and I met this girl. Then I bought some more parsnip seeds because I'm taking the farming seriously. Then I met my boyfriend. And then I met my other boyfriend. And then I met my other boyfriend. And then this boyfriend wanted nothing to do with me, but I met him anyway. And then I met Jeffrey Bezos, and I decided corporate greed was terrifying, so I went to go meet another boyfriend instead. And then I planted the rest of my parsnip seeds, and I fixed that ugly empty space from before, watered my crops, and I was farming, I was cooking. I decided to use up all my energy chopping stuff down. I sold the forageable trash that I found, and that was day 1. Day 2, and I got to work. Pierre was already trying to sell me this bag, and some guy named Willie wanted to teach me how to fish. I couldn't afford the bag, so instead I made myself a chest after taking care of my parsnips. Then I met Willie, who taught me how to fish, and he even gave me a fishing rod. How sweet, how sweet. And I remembered how much I love fishing, especially in Stardew Valley. I struggle with the mini game at first, but I definitely get the hang of it. And I caught some pretty basic fish for spring. I know they're basic and not that exciting, but I was pretty thrilled. Sold them to Willie, and then I remembered that you could hit the ground and get little items. So I got this. I gave Sam a clam because he deserves nice things, but for now, this is all I have. I went to the museum and I learned that it is absolutely empty and I need to donate stuff to it. Got money from doing that, so then I went to buy potatoes. I gave Alex a gift because he's cute. And then someone told me once there was like insane forageable items down at the bottom of the map. So I remembered that. I went there, planted my potatoes in a better order, and then I went Betty by, and they already are rewarding me from doing the bare minimum. Day 3, and I have not learned that I can use other channels other than the weather for the TV, but don't worry about it. I'll figure it out later. I fished, I got trash, and then I got fish, and then I sold the fish. And then I went to fish some more, and I finally got to meet my final boyfriend, who I could not locate the past 2 days. So I met Sebastian, who was my last of my boyfriend options, and I know what you're thinking. Who are you going to romance? The truth is, I don't really know. The answer is yes to all of the above. Then I decided to plant my wild seeds, and I planted them in the most atrocious fashion, but it's okay because I leveled up in fishing, so at least I did something. Day 4, there was no more rain, so I had a lot to water. I gave Shane the soda, and he hated it, and I kind of hate him. I also discovered the bulletin board exists to do tasks for people, and I do them sometimes. But first, I gave Alex a gift and I opened my first geode, which I automatically donated to the museum. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know if there's like a set order that you should be placing your stuff in, but I wasn't. Then I went to fishing because I like to fish. And I got all new fish today, so it was super fun. Sold it right back to Willie because I love him and I also want to buy more stuff. So I sold him some more fish, and then I had enough money to buy some seeds. So I decided to buy these beans until I was broke. And I made the stupid choice to plant them in a way where I could not access the middle beans. So F's in the chat for that. Day 5, I realized I can click on other channels even if they are grayed out. So I checked on the fortune teller for the first time and I had good luck, which was very accurate because as soon as I walked out the door, hello, a puppy. And so the good luck was absolutely true because I adopted a puppy and I named him Dexter, just like my real life dog. And now I am not a lonely little farmer. I mean, I'm not going to be a lonely little farmer because I have a million boyfriends, but you know what I mean. Now I have a cute little puppy too. Then Jeffrey Bezos wanted me to join his cult, and I am not going the JoJo route for this playthrough. I am supporting local business, and I'm supporting the local business by being a millionaire by selling all of my parsnips because wow, lots of parsnips. I've been keeping a few of each item just as a rule of thumb because I don't really know what the heck I need and what's worth selling. So I went into town and I was greeted with my first important cutscene where Mayor Lewis told me all about the rundown community center, which is now overtaken by these cute little monster babies. I couldn't do anything in here yet, but it reminded me that I have not been checking my journal and I have been ignoring a lot of my quests. I haven't even met 28 people yet. But you know what I have done? Made money. So I sold all my parsnips and I bought a bunch of seeds because I'm really trying to do the farming thing. I also discovered this magical cart, which I remember people always yelled at me when I played this in the past that I wasn't checking this cart enough. And at the beginning of the game, I had no idea why this was important, but I figure out why it's important later on. But for now, I didn't buy anything. I got on my merry way and I planted all my seeds. I kind of just tried to get a little bit of everything just so I can obtain all of the different items. I didn't know what I needed for the community center just yet. And then I just went and talked to my friends and my boyfriends later on at the saloon. They don't love me yet, but it's fine. I did some late night foraging. I got some onions. And that's pretty much all I got up to on day number 5. Oh, and of course, I pet my dog before bed, and I also leveled up in farming. Day 6, there's a wizard, and he wants to see me. But I'm a farmer first, so magic had to wait until my crops were watered. Then I found where the wizard lives, and he does live in the coolest place out of all of the characters, I think. And he introduced me to these little monster babies that are in the community center called Junimos. And then things got trippy, and he gave me the power to be able to understand what the ancient text in the community center was saying, so I knew what was going on. It was fun. It was a nice little trip we had together, me and the wizard, but pretty much just telling me that I need to donate different items to the community center to revive it. Somewhere during this cutscene, I remembered the mines exist. And I don't have to wait for people to tell me about the mines. I could just go there. Along the way, I found Linus, who was the key to what I needed to meeting all the NPCs. And then, like I said, mines. They exist. I thought some NPC was going to tell me about the mines first. I forgot I could just like come here. So this dude told me, hey, look, mines. They're monsters. Here, take a sword. So I went down to the mines for the first time, and my God, I fight a lot of monsters through this 100 days, but the slimes I still hate. They're in my top 5 most hated. I made it to level 5, and then I decided to call it there because the mines save every 5 levels. And then I decided to go to the community center and see what I needed to do for the bundles. I had some of the stuff for the spring foraging bundle, but then I peeked around to some bundles that were up ahead so I could kind of mentally prepare. I also realized I only have this one room unlocked for now, and I know along the way I'll unlock more rooms. And I also leveled up in mining. Day 7, and I had bad luck. But I got my first ever queen of the sauce, which meant I got to learn how to cook, which would be great if I had a kitchen, but I don't. But I did have an intruder. Clint came over, he's the blacksmith, and he told me that I should try to make a furnace, but I couldn't do that yet. Also, Marlin, the dude from the mines, told me I should slay 10 slimes, but the oracle told me I had bad luck, so no. Instead, I sold some parsnips, and then I caught some fish. And the fishing was going better. I even got my first chest, which was really exciting. And I realized that you can get really fun things from these chests, like in this example, when I got myself a diamond. I also remembered I had a bulletin board quest where Willie wanted some seaweed, so I gave it to him because he deserves nice things. And then I sold him my fish. And I recalled that this cart existed. I realized that it comes 2 days a week, and it comes on Fridays and Sundays. I don't know if that fully sinks in my brain. I didn't buy anything, but I did find a lot of onions, and I gave them to Shane, who still hates me, and then I gave them to Elliot, who doesn't like me yet either. So I decided, screw my boyfriends, let's try to make other friends, and none of these NPCs appreciated my gift. I gave it to Emily. It was a no. I gave it to all of these people. I even gave it to the blacksmith dude, and he was like, not about it. I feel bad here. I totally neglected Gus, who runs the saloon, so I did go right back in, and I did want to give him an onion too, just so he wasn't left out, and he also hated it. So I went back to my farm because I realized I'm better off by myself. I made my first scarecrow, and I leveled up in fishing. Day 8, and I had the living off the land channel for the first time, which pretty much gives me tips on how to play the game. This one was about making fences, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't do for like a long time. But I did get potatoes, and I did remember that this calendar exists, and I should pay attention to the NPCs if I want them to love me. So I took this bulletin board request from Sebastian because he is one of my boyfriend targets, and I did get the seaweed he wanted. But before then, I stopped by to say hi to Alex. I found these eggs in the trash, and I don't remember if it was a past playthrough or I just knew deep down in my soul that he liked eggs, but I gave him the eggs I found from rifling in the trash. And then I sold my potatoes, and I bought some seeds, and I realized I could keep track of their favorite items. Now, for most of the playthrough, I don't realize there's a difference between liked gifts and loved gifts, but it's fine. Sebastian likes me now, so all is good. And then I decided to go crazy person energy and completely just start putting my plots in a different spot. And after I did that, I finally had enough forageables to be able to complete my first ever bundle, which was so exciting. And I got even more seeds as a gift, which was kind of annoying because I had just like remapped all of my plots and now I had to put even more plots down. It's fine. And this room ended up giving me more rooms because I had done one of the bundles. So I unlocked this second room and the fish tank. And the second room was all about crops. So I looked around to kind of see what I was going to need. And I realized that, okay, I should start paying attention to crop quality, which was not something I was paying attention to before. Also, I realized there are a lot of artisan goods, so I better start paying attention to when I can craft artisan machines. And also, look at my little dude carrying that little green thing and putting it in the thing. Love him. He's doing it. And then I also took a look at the fishing bundle and I realized there are different fishing spots, and I should probably fish in all of them. Also, Harvey exists, in case you forgot about him, and he's the only NPC who liked my onions, so I love him. Then Alex caught me rifling through the trash, which was embarrassing. If only he knew that his eggs were from the trash. I don't even know what he'd say. I went back home and I decided I needed to make fertilizer if I was going to have good quality crops. But stupid me decided to forget to use the fertilizer. I don't know if I just forgot I was saving the fertilizer or I didn't realize I could put it down after I've already planted. Regardless, I leveled up anyway. Day 9, Willie told me that bait and also better fishing rods exist, which was exciting, but not as exciting as my parsnips. And realizing that I can organize my chest and also check the community center right from my farm, so I don't always have to go there. I also got mail from Robin, the carpenter, who pretty much was like, hey, I'm the carpenter. You can come and get stuff if you want. I went fishing, and then again, I didn't realize that the liked gifts were different than loved. So I thought I hacked the system with Harvey. Keep in mind, I wasn't Googling what people liked. So I gave him the onion because I thought, wow, this is his favorite thing ever. I bought some seeds. I used fertilizer. I donated some of my fish and also the spring crops that I had. Then I stopped by the carpenter because Robin wanted me to go there so bad anyway. And building a coop was on my journal like objectives. So I figured I should probably know what the heck I need. And then I went fishing and I got bait, which was so exciting. But I'm not going to lie to you. I had no idea how to use it. I probably stood on this screen for so long trying to put the bait on the rod, and I could not figure it out. Don't worry, I figured it out later, but not on this day. Instead, I caught an eel, which was pretty cool, and then I started getting materials to try to save up for the coop. Day 10, there is a rodent that wants to sell me hats. But you know, I'm a farmer first, so I have to tend to the farm. And oh my god, the farm it's not looking pretty yet, but I'm hopeful at this point. At least I remembered my fertilizer the other night for my parsnips so I could try to do the community center. And thank God for the field snacks because wow, you run out of energy so fast. And speaking of energy, I spent so much time looking for this mouse just for him to sell overpriced hats that I didn't want. Then I dropped off my eel, and then I found some forageables and I gifted them to random NPCs along the way. And then I went into the mines. I had bad luck the past couple days, so I've been avoiding the mines. But on this day, I had neutral luck, so I made it down to level 8 before it was kind of late in the day and I ran out of energy anyway. But I sold off some stuff. I got a quartz for the first time, which was exciting. And I was enjoying the mines a lot so far. Day 11, living off the land told me about scarecrows, but I'm one step ahead and I already knew they existed. Got a letter from Dad. Got a letter from Robin. Robin's missing her axe, but I don't have time for that. Instead, I finally made my furnace, which was great. And then, of course, I'm a farmer, so I tended to the farm. Then I went and sold off some of my stuff, and I had something to donate to the museum. And I also had some geodes to open. I was pretty much doing like a lot of errands today, going all over the place. And I was rewarded for donating by getting cauliflower seeds. So after I planted them, I went and I did a little bit of fishing pretty much for the whole rest of the day. And then when I was going home at night, I was stopped by this cutscene with adorable Linus, who was just trying to look through the trash, and he was caught by George. Well, George thought raccoons were going through the trash. I told Linus that I support him, I love him, because frankly, I've been looking through the trash too. And then we solidified Gus as a good guy because he was helping Linus out. And then I sold my stuff, and that was the end. Day 12, and there's an egg festival tomorrow. But today, parsnips. And these cute little blue flowers. I immediately went and sold some stuff and then bought more parsnip seeds. This time trying to focus even more so on the fertilizer. And then I figured out how to use the fish bait, so I upgraded my fishing rod and it made such a difference. Caught a lot of fish, and I even donated one to the community center. I checked the magical little cart. I should have bought that sturgeon, but I did not buy anything. And then I went and did some more fishing and I called it a night, but I had leveled up my fishing. Day 13, and it's time for the egg festival. But first, more parsnips. Then I went ahead and I bought some strawberry seeds and I said hi to all of my boyfriends. No, I still haven't chosen who I'm going to date. And then I started the egg hunt, which I have done before, like twice. I've never won. I thought you needed 10 eggs to win. But you don't. You need 8. And I got 8, and I was so excited. You could see by my aggressive mouth shaking, I was so surprised. I had so much fun, and I got this little hat as my gift. I went home, planted my strawberries, and I leveled up on farming. Day 14, and I feel like Queen of the Sauce exists just to haunt me because I still can't cook, but they continue to give me recipes. But I'm at least doing a good job at farming and selling stuff. I also got a fish for the community center, and Harvey and Alex are just like accessible to me. They continue to get gifted because I keep seeing them, and I had something to donate to the museum. But none of that was as cool as this moment when I got my garbage hat. The hat of choice for the rest of the playthrough because it's cute and it kind of looks like a beret, which I love. Then I made my second chest, and oh boy, what a bad location. But don't worry, it doesn't stay there. And then I don't know if I had good luck or neutral luck in the mines, but it sure felt like I had bad luck because wow, the monsters ate me alive. And it was at this point I realized that when you pass out in the mines, you lose so much stuff. I felt like trash, just like my hat. And then I felt even more trash because I realized I have nothing to show for myself as far as combat goes yet. Day 15, and Evelyn told me, like all of us, at some point my crops are going to die. But for now, they're doing good. And then I sold them. And then guess what I did with that money? I bought more parsnip seeds. I'm trying to get the good parsnips, everybody. And then I ran into this cutscene with the little baby children about this locked sewer, which I'm going to be so for real with you. I never go back to or solve the meaning of. But there are new forageables. I gave one to Haley. She didn't like it. But it's okay. I found Robin's axe. Gave that to her. She was so happy. Gave Sebastian a berry. Didn't like it. Then I fished the rest of the night. And then I upgraded in foraging. Day 16, why would I buy fertilizer from Pierre when I could make it? But I do feel bad for Pierre. Jeffrey Bezos is coming in to steal off his customers. So I sold him a bunch of stuff and then bought more parsnip seeds. Then mines. Finally made it to level 10 and I got some sweet new boots. And then level 11 was really scary. It was green and I was terrified, and these flying things, bad. But it's okay because I leveled up in farming and now I can make preserves jars. Day 17, the spirits are finally happy after being neutral for so long. Then I got some cauliflower, which was perfect because it was one of the last items I needed for a bundle at the community center. And then I was rewarded very kindly with some fertilizer, and a brand new room opened up. But before I checked out the new bundles, I had to cheer on my little buddy. And then I found that the new bundles were very mining-centric, which was good because I was on my way there anyway. But first, I owed Clint some ore and he paid me for it, so shout out to him. Then, mines. I was productive. I made it down to level 20 and I found a new weapon, which was great. Also discovered you can open up the crates. Don't worry, I figure out you could do it with a sword later on. And then I went to bed and I leveled up in combat finally. Day 18, I'm still a farmer who's farming and I don't have sprinklers yet, so watering everything by hand. Then geodes. Then museum. And I was rewarded for my efforts with some melon seeds. Then after buying some bait, I did fishing pretty much the whole rest of the day. And I made another chest and I reorganized my chests so they're not horrible. And then I cleaned up my farm. Day 19 had my favorite combo. It's raining and the spirits are happy. And Jody wanted a cauliflower, which I had, so I put in my pockets. Did some farming, and I had to get some more resources because, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time for our coop. Look at us. Not only is she a farmer, but she's a rancher. And then I spent the rest of the day in the mines. Don't worry, I learned that you can open these chests with your sword at some point. I got desperate. I ate Jody's cauliflower. Shh, don't tell. And it ended up not even being worth it because I only made it to level 29. Day 20, I finally proved my worth because I have enough quality parsnips for the community center. Let's go. And then I sold the rest. And then I opened these weird looking geodes before I went back into the mines, and I wanted to be productive today, and I was. I made it to level 30, and then wow, things are scary after level 30. I hate these little creatures in the dark, but I did like this mushroom I found. Day 21, and I am a hoarder. I have too much stuff, not enough space. I am really trying to keep a lot of stuff. So I decided to give some gifts. I gave Alex his gift, and I finally gave Jody her cauliflower after I went and sold some stuff. Mines. Made it to level 40, and I got this slingshot, which I'm going to be so for real with you, I never once use. And then it gets a little kooky down there in the mines. I made it to 42 before I had to leave. Went by the little magical cart, and I once again bought nothing because I still don't understand the true potential of this cart, but maybe one day I will. Then I did some fishing for the rest of the day, and I dropped off this amethyst that Emily asked for, which was great. She really liked it. And then I sold a bunch of my stuff, and I leveled up in fishing. Day 22, and I've got money from the family and money from the farm because my strawberries were done. Then I finally was able to make my preserves jar, which was so exciting because it's the beginning of my artisan good adventure here in Stardew Valley. So I made a second one, sold the rest. I ran into Harvey, so I gave him a gift. Then I donated things to the museum that I had, and I got a starfruit seed and a really pretty geode. Marnie wasn't available, so no chickens were purchased today, and no hats were purchased either because my garbage hat is the best. And then I collected resources to make a tapper for the trees because I knew other artisan machines needed things from the trees. So I did that, placed my new little item, and then I went to bed. Day 23, there is a dance happening tomorrow, and I do not have a date for it, but I do have green beans. And more importantly, I now have chickens. Now, I purchased some chickens from Marnie, and whenever I play a cozy farm game, I like to name my animals like a theme. So the theme for this one is random stores. So I present Little Home Depot and her sister, Target. I don't ask me why, but that's what I picked. And look how sweet they are. They are absolute babies. I love them so much. And I realized I should probably at some point make a silo for them. But first, I decided to go to the community center. I've been doing a pretty good job with this so far. Pretty much just like dropping off things almost daily. Like every couple of days I have some things for the community center. So I dropped some stuff off and then I went to the mines. I got a really scary floor. I hate the bats. Any of the flying creatures are a big no from me. I'm so scared. So after I made it to level 45, I got out of there, donated some more stuff to the community center, and then I was feeling pretty good about myself and my progress, and I leveled up. Day 24, I'm still learning recipes that I cannot cook, but at least I have chickens to love me because, wow, no one else does, which we'll find out in a second. I cut down these trees in the beginning of my farm, finally, because they've been bothering me. Then the flower dance started. I bought some decor. I bought these little seasonal plants and these ceiling leaves. I talked to all my boyfriends, and then I proceeded to watch them dance with other women. But it's my own fault because I have not been prioritizing them. I've been just gifting who's ever convenient. And then I got a cute little choice if I wanted to be a rancher or a tiller, and I decided to be a tiller where my crops are worth 10% more. Day 25, and we have jam. I was so excited. And then I did some decor. Those are my sad little leaves and my cute little flowers. And then I made a second furnace because I've been making bars recently, specifically so I can make a silo so my chickens don't go hungry. So we did it. Good job, good job. Dropped off some stuff at the community center I forgot to drop off the other day. Then Alex wanted algae from me. He continues to be the most convenient boyfriend. So after running some more errands, I decided to go give him his algae, but he was working out and I had to stand outside his door awkwardly. And then here he is. And wow, Alex is just kind of like easy to romance. He's just around and always wanting things. So then I decided to fish the rest of the day. I didn't really catch that many fish, but I did it anyway. Day 26, and oh my goodness, I love strawberries. And my chickens are all grown up, so I got their eggs. They don't have hay yet, but they can eat the grass for now. And then I went on a boyfriend gifting spree. Alex and Harvey like me the most because I see them the most, so it's always easy for me to gift them. But I really want to get to know everybody, specifically Elliot. He's such a mystery to me and he hates everything I give him. And I really like Sam and Sebastian, and Shane scares me. I cleaned up the farm the rest of the night. Day 27, I have weeds, but I don't notice any damage that they've done. But I have a silo and I have tar for the first time. I don't actually put this hay out for the chickens just yet since they're happy eating the grass, but I'm glad it's there. I accepted a bulletin board from Haley and I found a catfish in the trash, which was great because I needed it. And I also dropped off the tar that I got at the community center, went to the mines, and only made it to 47. Day 28, it's the final day of spring. I'm greeted with another recipe I cannot use, and then I got some eggs from my chickens and I decided to get to work. I crafted sprinklers for the first time. This is me just putting them down in a random spot. I feel like they'll help me out a lot, but they're kind of hard to make. You need a lot of like copper and iron bars. So I only have a couple for now. And then I spent the whole rest of the day trying to decorate my farm to get it ready for summer. I didn't get that far, but it's definitely looking much better than it did before. Day 29, and it's summer, baby. And in case I didn't already know, the TV let me know that there are a lot of new crops. I was mad that I had got my land ready for no reason since it looked terrible when I started. I made a new chest to put in my decorative elements, and I gave Harvey a gift right before I decided to spend all of my money on seeds. I got one of each type of thing, and it was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. And don't yell at me. I planted these hops, but I hated how they looked here, so I destroyed them. I wasted my money and destroyed them and repurchased them, and then I put some more plots on my farm so I could have a little bit of everything. And then I decided I liked how the hops looked back behind the fence, and I put sunflowers next to them in efforts to try to make my farm look cute finally. Day 30, and I'm gathering resources to continue making the farm look cute. I also forgot about that star fruit I was gifted, so I planted that. And I spent the whole day just making paths for my farm, but don't worry, I didn't forget about my eggs. And yeah, I just pretty much spent the whole day on the farm. I didn't even leave to say hi to anyone. Day 31, there was an earthquake. Not gonna lie, don't know what that did, but Demetrius came by and he told me he can use the cave in my farm to either attract bats, which would get fruit, or mushrooms. So I decided to choose between the two and I got the fruit, which I think was a good decision. And then I spent the whole rest of the day gathering more resources to continue working on my farm, which was about time, right? Day 30 and the farm had not been looking that cute. It's still not perfect, but I feel like I'm really getting somewhere, and I'm glad I took the time to actually start working on it. Day 32, and I realize I never showed you the journal entry I got, which was that the mayor is missing his shorts. I know where they are, but I didn't have time for it today, so I decided to go into the little cave, and I got so much fruit. Also, a train was passing through Stardew Valley. Ignored that because I didn't know what it meant. And I went to the mines, and the mines were extra scary today, even though my luck was either neutral or good. But I made it to level 50 anyway, and I should have quit there, but I didn't. I went to this infested floor, and again, should have quit there, but I didn't. I decided I could take on the monsters, but I couldn't, so I passed out, and I lost so many things. So I sold the rest of my stuff I kept, and then went to bed. Day 33, and I've got a little bit of a routine. We got farm, eggs, cave, repeat. And I finally was able to make some more sprinklers, which was great. I've been cooking those bars, like I said, and this is going to make my life so much easier. Then I had to do some errands. I found so many fun things. I don't know when I found this little chicken statue, but I donated enough stuff to get another chicken statue and a painting. Then I had tons of stuff for the community center, so I went and I dropped the stuff off, and I'm feeling good about it so far. Then I went on a little bit of a gifting spree before I bought some more seeds, and I hung up my painting, and I was on a mission to give something to Marnie in particular, because I knew that the mayor's shorts were in Marnie's room, but I couldn't go in there until I was friends with her, so I start gifting her now. Day 34, and we got hot peppers for the first time, which is so cute. Then I spent too long watering, even though I have sprinklers. Then I gathered materials to make yet another chest because I don't know, maybe it's me, like maybe I'm the problem, but I just have no room and I save too many things when I probably should just sell them. But I did sell some stuff in order to get some seeds that I needed, and I went to the community center, dropped off that peach you saw I found, and I reminded myself of what seasonal things I needed to get done. Then I gifted Alex an egg and I went fishing over here, which I never do, and I should because I got like a whole bunch of new fish. Then I started clearing the way for some more plots, but ignore them for now. And then I sold my fish and I leveled up in fishing and I chose to be a fisher. Day 35, still can't cook. These plots are for my two crops that I need to have gold quality for, the melons and the corn. They look ugly here, and I was gonna move them, but I couldn't find somewhere else, and I can't get rid of that stump yet because my tools are still baby tools. But it's okay. At least Harvey likes me, and I had another fish and artisan stuff for the community center, so I'm doing something. Day 36, apparently corn is a magical crop, and my farm is looking hot. My farm is looking good, and I'm impressed that they're impressed. Then I bought more seeds to continue having my farm look good and hot. And speaking of hot, nobody told me about this. I forgot that this exists. There is like a hot bath that you can go to and it will restore your energy. So I did that with hopes of going to the mines, but boy, did I not get very far. But at least I did find the final forageable I need for the summer bundle. And I was rewarded with some summer seeds. And I unlocked another spot in the community center that I didn't have before. I cheered on my friend, but like in an aggressive way today. I wanted to see what would happen if you like fight them, but you can't fight them. But why would I try to fight them? Fighting is bad. So I cheered on my buddy, and then I checked out this bulletin, which is the new section, and I took note of all of the new things that I was going to need, and one of them I had on me, which was great. And then I leveled up in mining. Day 37, and I have such pretty crops. I really wish I left those flowers. They could have kind of just been like a decorative moment, but I didn't because I guess I'm money hungry in this game. So after I tended to my chickens, I sold so many things. I gifted Alex a gift, and I realized for the first time he has a little bit of sadness to him. Also, so does Clint. Clint is kind of sad too. Gave some stuff to the museum, and then I spent the rest of the day fishing. And then when I went back to my farm, I made some more bars because I'm trying to make more machines so I can make more artisan goods and make more money. Day 38, and I'm told there's going to be a luau tomorrow, which is really exciting, not only because the luau is cute, but it also marks the farthest I've ever gotten in Stardew Valley, because after the luau happens, I've never seen anything else that happens in the game, which is really fun, and we're doing a good job. I spent the whole day today getting resources to make tappers for my trees because I realized I only had one tapper getting one type of resource, and I need different resources to make more artisan goods, so I made another preserve jar and went to bed. Day 39, and starting tomorrow, there are going to be special coral and shells on the beach, which is exciting. Before I went to the luau, I did my whole little morning routine, and then I made a new sprinkler, which is exciting. And then when I went to the luau, I didn't buy anything because nothing was really calling out to me, and I'm trying to save my money. And then I talked to the mayor and the adorably cute governor, but even more cute than him are my very cute boyfriends. And then I played this event just one time in the past, and I remembered that you should add a high quality item to the pot. So I added in this gold star cauliflower, and the mayor loved it. He loved it so much, and I was so excited because now everything in the game I've never seen before. I've never made it this far, and I cannot wait to see what comes next. Day 40, a storm is coming. Emily gave me salad, and I made some sprinklers. I don't know why Emily loves me so much. I think I must have given her something on her birthday, and it was a quest item, and I didn't realize because I have so many hearts with her, and I feel like I barely talk to her. And my boyfriends don't even like me that much. But whatever. Melons I got, and then I didn't have enough gold star melons, so I bought more seeds. And then boyfriend does love me because I got my first cutscene with Alex where we're throwing this football on the beach, except I guess in Stardew Valley they call it grid ball. And he was telling me he wants to be a professional grid ball player, and I supported him in his dreams. And this was so cute, so I decided to gift everybody else. Elliot hated what I gave him as always because he hates me. And then I got another cutscene, and I got this one with Willie, who told me that if I catch every fish in the valley, he'll give me a special prize, and there's something mysterious he has in the back. Then prepare to be underwhelmed with this crab pot. I use it like maybe a couple times to get some stuff and then never again. I got some new fish and I also did get coral on the beach, which was nice. And then I was trying to gift my other boyfriends because I'm not doing good. Like I said, Emily loves me more than like even my boyfriends do. So I gave Sebastian this coffee, which he liked, and then I planted some seeds because I was really concerned about not having high quality melons. But wow, I had some high quality fish. So at least I was doing something. And then I donated a bunch of stuff to the community center, both things that were new and also things that I forgot about. And we're really kind of making our way with it. Day 41, my dad loves me and he heard about my amazing farm in a local paper, which is wonderful. I gave Harvey a gift before I decided to go to the mines, and I hate these ghost guys so much. And I'm not doing a good job in the mines recently. Like, it's been kind of hard for me to get past level 50. So then I decided to spend the rest of the day fishing, which was good because I caught a bunch of fish that I needed for the community center that I hadn't caught before. And in addition to that, I also finished one of the bundles that I needed for the Adventurers bundle. And it was so great. I got this ring, which increases my radius for collecting items, cheered on my buddy, and then I unlocked a new room that's just full of money. Day 42, I still can't cook, and I still don't care about cooking yet. Then Pam asked me to make her a pale ale. She stays thirsty for a while because I don't have a keg to make that. I also discovered today the wonder of blueberries. You'll see why. It was also the first day I realized I forgot to feed my chickens. I'm so sorry. Also, Marnie exists, and I still need to get the shorts from the mayor, which, like, what are they doing in Marnie's room? Like, what happened there? So I need to work on befriending Marnie. Also, I'm still not buying things at the cart. I'm so sorry. I had a quest for the wizard, so I did that. And then I gave the gift of blueberries to all. Alex loved them. Haley hated them. And then finally, I found something Elliot liked and something that Shane liked. They finally are on the board. They're gonna love me. And then I spent the rest of the day fishing. I sold my stuff before I went to bed. Day 43, the game decides to finally tell me about the spa, even though I know about it. And I have so many pretty crops. I got that star fruit, which was fun. And I forgot to mention my sunflowers, which I am trying to keep as decor, even though I'm missing a space and they look a little ugly. Then I went on a boyfriend gifting spree, which worked out because I got another cutscene with Alex. This one, he was really sad. He was talking to his puppy, and then he told me his backstory about his father not being a good guy, and he left, and then his mom passed away, which is why he lives with his grandparents. And it was really nice to get to know him on another level, because up until now, I've pretty much just viewed him as like a cute, dumb jock boy. But he does seem like he has a lot of heart, so it makes me want to get to know everybody else even more. Then, after some errands, I finally got Marnie to like me enough, so I was able to go into her room and retrieve the mayor's shorts. I didn't ask any questions about this, but I did get them. Then I stalked Sebastian. We're still not friends enough where I could go in his room, so I just tried to like wait for him, but he never came out, so I gave up. I went fishing, and then I went to check on the community center and realized that the blueberries I had were a part of one of the bundles. So I gave those and completed my summer bundle, which gave me quality sprinklers. I cheered on my best buddy and then went to bed. Day 44, a lot of my summer seeds were done, which was nice. They look so cute. And then I gave the mayor his shorts back, and then I sold off all my stuff. Don't worry, I didn't make him feel too embarrassed. Walked in on two of my boyfriends together, which was fun. And then I had stuff for the community center. I finished a bundle, got some crab pots, which I spread out but not really used, cheered on my pal, took a bath, gave Sebastian a gift. Then the mines, man. I can't get to level 55. I had to leave at 54. It was too late. And then I had to choose between being a forester and a gatherer. So I chose gatherer to get double harvest of forageable items. Day 45, another day on the farm, and I got oak resin, which I immediately donated. I checked on my hearts, and boy, are some of them low! So I decided to go on another gifting spree, and I realized it was Sam's birthday! And giving him a gift on his birthday that he liked instantly shot him to the top. So I should probably prioritize that more, maybe. Day 46, I'm told about lightning storms. I never do anything with the lightning rod because it's too advanced for me. I finally give my chickens the choice of hay in addition to grass. Sold a bunch of stuff. I keep giving Sebastian radishes because he likes them just enough. Then I went in the hot spring and I finally made it to level 55 and then I went to bed. Day 47 and I thought it was over because I only got 4 gold star melons when I thought I needed 5. Because there's a bundle at the community center that wants different gold star crops. I thought you needed 1 from each season, but it turns out you only needed 3 different crops instead of 4. So I have more chances later on. The game doesn't end here. But all of this confusion led me to chaos, and I accidentally plucked my sunflowers. But it's okay because I sold some stuff, and then I completed a bundle at the community center, and I was given the gift of some Autumn's Bounty meals, which are great because they give you like insane health and energy, and they come in handy. I cheered for my little dude, and then I celebrated by finally making my barn because I had collected enough resources to do so. I put it right next to the coop, and I was so ready to get some cows and some other friends in this game. I did a little fishing, and then I realized that the cart was here, and then it finally clicked, everybody. I realized that this cart holds randomized items, and some of these items are hard to acquire. Specifically, items you need for the community center. So I bought a large egg because I did not know how to acquire that at the time. And I also got the pufferfish because I knew I needed that and I saw no sign of pufferfish. And I leveled up. Day 48, Demetrius wants melons. And I have melons, just not gold star ones. But I do have artisan goods and I am remembering to feed my chickens. So I gave him his melon and then I went to the mines. I needed to get to level 60. It got a little spooky down there, but I did, and I got a new dagger and I leveled up my combat. Day 49, I get an achievement for making over $50,000, and I get another recipe that I still can't cook. At some point, I promise I'll get a kitchen. Willie told me there are new things at his store, and I have lots of crops. Things are cooking. I sold most of the things. Of course, I always keep some stuff. Then I went on a little bit of a gifting spree, ran some errands, donated some stuff to the museum, and I got this cool little, stone, which was fun. And then it's cutscene corner once again, because I had this cutscene with Sam, and it was really sad, but it was sweet. He was telling me about how his dad is in the military, and he's trying to give his little brother hope, which I totally supported him on, and it made me really like Sam even more. I love the cutscenes so much. They're so fun. And also, he's starting up a band. Cool. Great. Love it. And then I decided to give some more gifts. And Elliot likes me now, which is great because I realize I kind of like Elliot, but whatever. I got this spinner at the shop. I don't know how to use it though, so I don't use it. And then I go fishing. I dropped off my pufferfish and my egg so I didn't accidentally sell them. And then I spent the rest of the day collecting resources for future projects that I'm working on. Day 50, the game tells me I should look at the calendar, and I should. You know what? I really should, but I don't. Also, the farm's starting to look like trash, which means it's coming to the end of the season, which is exciting. I sold a lot of stuff, and do you see how many blueberries I have? Wow, the blueberries, best investment. But I didn't sell them all. I decided to gift them to a lot of people because now I'm cutscene chasing. I'm chasing the cutscenes, and I've found something that each of my boyfriends likes even a little bit. My barn is done, but Marnie wasn't around for animals, so ignore the barn for now. Day 51, we have our morning routine in full swing. Marnie is still nowhere to be found, and I want a cow. Also, I found some garbage bread from the garbage. And then I had a cutscene with Sebastian. I was so excited. He told me that he is a freelance programmer and no one takes his job seriously. They kind of think he's just messing around on his computer all day, and he's saving up to eventually try to move to the city. And I love him. I get it. I gave him this piece of bread from the trash after. He didn't like it, so it kind of ruined the vibe. But I love him. He's great. He's a top option. Then I went to the mines and I made it to level 65. And then I got to choose between being a miner and geologist, and I picked miner. Day 52, we're cooking. We're cooking bars. And we're cooking on the farm. And we're cooking with the resin. Everything is kind of in full swing, which is great. We have a routine. Finally, Marnie was around, so I got a milk pail and I got a cow, and I'm so sorry. I know Marshall's doesn't have an apostrophe, but I thought it did. So we have Marshall's, and then I got another cow named TJ Maxx. I gave Sebastian this pepper because now I can walk into his room. He didn't like the pepper, though. Then I increased my house so I could have a kitchen, so I could cook, and they'll love me. I gave Sam a gift. I found a rainbow shell. I broke into Elliot's house, gave him a gift. And then I decided to check on my little cows. They are so cute. And then I decided to just get some resources. Day 53. Fall is almost here, and I'm excited for it. And George wants a pepper because for some reason it helps with his knees. So I'm going to get right on that. My cows are too young for milk, but that's okay. They could take their time. Also, look, I have coffee beans now. You see my little golden coffee beans? I feel like they're so cool looking. And I'm still cooking with the artisan goods. And then when I was going to see George, I got a cutscene with Harvey. It's cutscene corner, cutscene central. And Harvey's a doctor, so I walked in on him, doing his doctor thing for George. George wanted my opinion, so I just kissed up to Harvey and was like, yeah, whatever he says, just because I'm trying to, date him. Gave him his pepper, he liked it, and then I gave Evelyn this berry and she hated it, and I felt really bad because she's precious and deserves nice things. Then I finally had the bars and the money to upgrade my pickaxe, so I did that because I'm tired. I'm tired of all those giant rocks and stuff on my farm. So then I spent the rest of the day fishing. I didn't catch anything too crazy until I got that cucumber. Day 54, and ooh baby, it's raining. My favorite time. I remembered to actually feed the animals, don't worry. I gave Shane a blueberry because he likes blueberries, and I'm trying to like Shane, okay? And then I spent the rest of the day fishing. I got so many fish. Look at all those fish. So many fish that I finished one of my fish bundles. And I was gifted the gift of this totem, which lets you, I guess, fast travel. I never used it. I'm sorry. But I cheered on my little dude, and then the mysterious little cart was available today. So I wasn't going to buy anything until I saw this shell. And I recognized this shell from the community center, and I had not seen it before. So I decided I'd buy the shell because I don't know how else to acquire it. And then I spent the rest of the day fishing. I really like fishing in this game. I don't know what I like more, if I like fishing or the mines. I like them both, but the mines scare me. So I sold my fish and went to bed. And I leveled up in fishing. Day 55 was a huge day because look how huge my house is, and I finally have a kitchen. I can finally cook. So I decided to get all of my crops. My cows are still too young for milk, but I do have eggs. So I decided to make my first ever cooked meal, which were some fried eggs, which I then went ahead and I sold to Pierre to get some more money, which was great. I picked up my copper pickaxe, and then while I was there, I had some geodes. So I opened all the geodes, then donated all of my stuff to the museum, and I got the best reward I ever get in the whole game. I got this giant teddy bear. I dropped off my shell at the community center. I did something for Demetrius, something that he asked me to do. I did it. And then I went to Robin's to see if I could buy another teddy bear, but I realized I couldn't. But I bought other decor. I bought those plants, and I didn't realize there were more paths that you could get. So I bought the recipe for some more paths. Specifically, I really like this stone path. It's like the one you see in the main center of town. So I decided to start working on totally redoing my farm once again. Day 56, it's the last day of summer, and there is a fun event at 10 p.m., so I better be there. But first, I gotta get all my stuff. We've got stuff to collect. And then I got back to work in destroying my farm because new season, new me. All I did really was extend the cobblestone with the plots, and I did some fencing that I could not figure out how I felt about. So pretty much just I did more pathing, and then that was it until I went to the festival, which was the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. I lost my mind when I saw the stuff on sale today, and I wish I could buy everything. But instead, I did buy 2 of the banners, and I bought 4 of the clouds. I talked to all my boyfriends. This romantic night was perfect to talk to all of them, and they're starting to like me, so it's good. And then the event started, and if it wasn't already clear to me by this point, this was the moment that I was really like, yeah, I get it. I get it with Stardew Valley. I get it. I love this. I wish you could have saw my facial reaction because I was crying. Then I realized you can't put the clouds outside, which I thought you could, but it's okay. I'm in denial, so I go to bed, and it's the end of summer and starting my favorite season, fall. Day 57, it's the first day of fall, and wow, everything looks trashed on my farm. So I cleaned everything up. I know I didn't have to destroy the corn that was over here, but I hated how it looked, so I did. In denial about the clouds again, so then I finally put them inside, and they look cute, but they would have looked cuter outside. And then, wow, the game looks so beautiful during the fall. Checked the bulletin board for birthdays that I absolutely forget about, and then I tried to buy one of each kind of seed, and I spent the whole day pretty much plotting all of my land. And don't worry, I'll get more seeds when I have more money, but this is what I started out with, so I planted everything that I physically could afford. And then I checked on my chickens, and my cows finally have milk. They're all grown up, which is so exciting. And that was the first day of fall. Day 58 is also known as the day of cutscenes. But before all that starts, I'm making more bars because I want more sprinklers. Also, I get why people put fences around their barn because my cows keep running away and I need their milk. But it's fine. It's okay. Then I got some of the fall forageables on my way to town. And then, once I made it to town, I had cutscene number 1 of the day, where the mayor and Robin told me about this special orders board, which is kind of like the bulletin board, but people post bigger jobs where you need like more items, you get more money, and you have more time. Cool. Then I had another cutscene with Harvey, and this one was kind of intimate. We were doing a checkup, and I was nervous. I was blushing. I don't know who my favorite is at this point. I gave Alex a gift, and then, oh my god, the confusion continues because I got a cutscene with Elliot, who told me that he is a writer. That's why he lives by himself, and he thinks I have like a spark in my eye. He asked me my favorite type of book. I said romance, and oh my god, I'm blushing. I don't know who's my favorite. I don't know. Then I went back to the special orders board and I took this one, which wanted I think it was like 30 lake fish. I gave Shane a gift and then I went to the community center. I had a lot of stuff to drop off and we're doing pretty good with that. And then I know that I don't need to catch all 30 fish in this one day, but I did. Sebastian even came to cheer me on. Shout out to him. Shout out. And I caught some fish that I needed for the community center as well. So now I literally just need a sturgeon for the lake fish, which was so exciting. And then the cutscenes continue because I had my first one with Shane. And I was wrong about Shane. Shane is a sad boy. He was kind of telling me that he feels stuck. We were drinking together. I didn't know you could get drunk in this game. He told me I have a future ahead of me, and I get why you all like him now, because I kind of like him now too. And that was the day. Day 59, I'm learning recipes I can make, but I'm not still. And I was rewarded for doing the special order with the recipe for a farm computer, which I never get to, just to be honest. And then Marnie asked me for some amaranth, which I don't have yet, but I'm currently growing them. Tended to my animals. I actually made sure they were fed. And don't worry, I haven't been forgetting about the cave. There's just been nothing in it. Then I'm given gifts, and I even got an achievement for giving so many gifts and having the NPCs love me. And then cutscenes continue because I got a cutscene with Sam where he was trying to talk to me about his band, and Sebastian was there too, so it's kind of awkward, both my boyfriends in the same room. Sam asked me what kind of music they should make, and I clicked so fast I didn't even read what I clicked. But upon further investigation, I clicked upbeat pop music, which is fine because I would have picked that anyway. And then I guess I haven't been in Sam's house in a second because I got another cutscene directly after where he was offering me a snack and he dropped this egg and Jody was really upset. So I took the blame. I said, "My man is not going down for this. I got you." And then I gave him a gift and I gave Elliot a gift too. And then I bought a bunch of stuff at the saloon because I want to give them better gifts. I want to find what they really like. I want them all to love me. So I gave Sebastian a coffee, and then while I was over here, I made my way to the mines, made it to level 69, and oh my god, I ate my Autumn's bounty, one of them I had at least, and it restored my energy and my health, but it didn't matter because this area was infested with monsters, and I just couldn't do it. I was looking for a way out, but I didn't realize you need to actually fight the monsters to get off of these floors. And it was just too risky. Those slimes were too slimy for me. So I debated eating some of the other stuff I had in my pockets, but I really wanted to save it. Like, I wanted to save it for the boys, you know? So here I am getting attacked again, and then I finally decide I gotta go. Like, I gotta go. I'm done with this. No more for me. Thank you. Day 60, they're warning me that in the future, I'm going to have to showcase high quality items from my farm and other things that I acquire from playing the game, like fish and minerals and stuff. So keep an eye for that. Then I decided to go buy some more seeds because I finally had some more money. I stopped by Sam's, gave him a gift, and I decided to plant all my seeds. And you could see I've nearly filled all of the plots that I have now. So we're really cooking. Got some more materials and then called it a day. Day 61, and I have mail from Marnie, who is giving me free animal feed because we're besties and I kept her secret about the mare. I also got some bok choy that I was able to harvest. I made another chest because I still have no room, tended to my animals who like to run away from me, sold all my stuff to then buy new seeds, and then to the mines we went. And oh my god, I promise I don't come here on days I have bad luck, but I have bad luck because I keep getting what I call the scaries when the sky turns all crazy like that and the monsters come out. So I got desperate, crafted my own staircase, and I made it to level 70. I got another slingshot, but I never use it. It's okay though, because I leveled up in farming and we can make kegs now. Day 62, and I had some seeds to plant, and then I had some more seeds to plant, and then I had some things to harvest, took care of my animals, made the artisan goods, finally have fruit in the cave again, which is great, and I made the keg! And Pam will no longer be thirsty because the first thing I put in my keg were the large amount of hops that I got during the summer, and I'm going to make her the best pale ale ever. Then I had the idea to grow some trees right by the entrance, one of each kind, because I wanted my tappers to be more accessible. Then I went to the community center, I finished a bundle, and I was very kindly rewarded with tons of fall seeds, which was amazing. I cheered on my little friend, as you do, of course, and then I went back to clear some more space for even more seeds. Day 63, I learned how to make tortillas, but I don't make them. But instead, I work more on the farm and I made some more spaces because I had a lot of seeds I still wanted to plant this fall. After doing my morning routine, I accidentally gave Harvey this clay and he did not like it. And then I was on a pumpkin seed mission because I can't mess up the pumpkins. I need gold star pumpkins to make up for my inability to come up with gold star melons in the summer. So I got a lot of pumpkin seeds and then I planted some other fall seeds. And then I headed to the mine, which is really just being sponsored and funded by my autumn's bounties that I keep eating. I found these crazy skeleton dudes, which was great because I remembered the wizard asked me to fight a bunch of those guys, and it was the final day. So I decided after I fought a bunch of them to run to the wizards, but I just missed him, and I was very, very sad. And then I went home and just like pretty much cried about it. Like that was the whole day. Day 64, it's blackberry season. I may be allergic to them in real life, but they are very cute in the game. And Linus asked me to look for his blackberry basket, but I'm gonna be honest, I never find it. I don't know where it is. I didn't look that hard, but I don't find it. But still, at least I finally got my pale ale for my girl Pam, and I got the amaranth for Marnie. So after I attended to all the daily little tasks I had, I brought Marnie the amaranth, and I was rewarded for it. Then I remember I bought all the stuff from the saloon the other night, so I decided to give Sam this beer, and he liked it. Then I realized I literally have never been inside this house, so I went in and I was greeted with a cutscene from Emily, which again, I don't know what I did to get Emily to love me, but I showed up in her dreams. She didn't know I was there. I didn't know why I was there, but there's something special about me apparently. Then I went to see Harvey, I gave him a salad. I realized I missed Elliot's birthday, which made me so sad because he's like one of my favorites right now. Then I got a cutscene with Alex where he pretty much was just worried that he's stupid. He's not stupid. He's a cute guy. But I feel like as I get to know the other ones now, Alex is like kind of fallen a little bit lower on my list, but shh, don't tell him. Don't tell him we still want to love everybody and choose at the end. So I gave him a gift anyway, and then I decided to check the special order board, and I accepted this one from Gus, where I need to give him 2 dozen eggs. 2 dozen eggs. That's a lot. Then I visited my dude Elliot, did some more errands. I needed to go to the blacksmith. I finally got Pam her ale. She was very happy about it. And then I gave Shane a cranberry, finally finding things he likes. Sebastian likes me too, and the hearts are finally starting to rack up for the boyfriends. Then I finally caught a walleye, which is one of the last fish I need. Can you believe? And then I also got a tiger trout, which is also one of the last fish I need. I couldn't believe it. I completed not one, but 2 fishing bundles this day. I was rewarded with some bait, and then I was rewarded with one of the coolest items, which was a ring that let me, like, glow. Like, I kind of glow now a little bit, so I could see where I'm going. I don't know. The fishing is really paying off. Like, I really like it. So I literally just need these 3 specialty fish and a sturgeon, and I'm done. So I hyped up my little dude. Look at him. He's doing such a good job making sure he gets into the thing safely. Good job. And then I did some more fishing, and then I went to bed. Day 65, and Marnie wants another favor from me. This time she's asking me to give her some cave carrots to feed to her animals, which I have, so I'll catch her at some point, and she gave me a recipe. And the mayor let me know a week from today they're holding the Stardew Valley Fair, which is also reminding me that I need to save some high quality stuff, so I'll have to keep that on my mind. I tended to my crops, tended to my animals. I had some maple syrup, which is so great because I need that later on. You'll see. Then I decided to give Gus my first 2 eggs out of my 24 that I owe him, gave Shane a snack, and then I finally made the bee house because I needed the maple syrup, so now I'm going to start getting honey. Day 66, and you know the drill by now. We're taking care of our crops, taking care of our animals, planting new seeds. I gave Marnie her cave carrot because I'd do anything for her, dropped off my eggs to Gus. I upgraded my pickaxe to steel. Harvey told me he wants to get to know me better. Ooh, okay. And then I did some fishing and I went to bed. Day 67, I'm told that salmon exist in the fall, but I'm 1 step ahead. I'm always a step ahead of the TV these days. Then doing my daily routine, but this time I made some beer. Look at me making all of the artisan goods. Dropped off my eggs for Gus once again. I gave Alex this eggplant, dropped off some stuff for the community center. I gave Sam the beer, and then I cleaned up my farm for the rest of the day. Day 68, another day on the farm, and you're watching me do the same stuff you've been watching me do. Getting my crops, getting my eggs, getting my cave fruit. Selling my stuff as well. But this time I got my pickaxe, which is great. I hit the big rocks, gave Sebastian a gift, dropped off my eggs, checked out the magical cart. There wasn't anything community center related that I wanted. I almost got those beet seeds, but I did not. Instead, I did get this modern bookcase, which I thought was super cute, and I misclicked, and I also got a coconut, but that's okay. I like coconuts. Then I hit rocks the rest of the day. Placed my bookshelf and bedtime. Day 69, it's raining and I have the most beautiful fairy roses. Again, I wish I kept them for decor, but I didn't. I had a lot of crops today, which was great. Did my whole morning routine, cared for my animals, sold a bunch of stuff. And then I decided to upgrade my axe because I really want to clear my farm of like all the stuff. Stopped by the community center to drop off that honey that I got, and then I went to the mines and I was productive even though I was overcome with monsters. Made it down to 75 and I'm still using that Autumn's Bounty. I got myself down to level 80, which was so exciting. I got those new shoes, and level 80 plus is really cool, so I was really excited. Dropped off my eggs, and then my dog would not let me inside. Like, I thought I was going to pass out because my dog would not move, but eventually I found my way inside without disturbing them, went to bed, and I had leveled up my combat. Day 70, I learned how to make trout soup, which sounds absolutely disgusting. And I have a lot of crops, but most notably, look at my little pumpkin patch. Oh my god. I have so many pumpkins, I need to make yet another chest. It's going to just be a farm of chests at some point, but it's fine. And I actually got a lot of gold star pumpkins, which is great because I have even more that are being grown behind me. So I feel like I'll be able to hit the community center goal. Then I got my eggs, I got my cave fruit. Abigail wants to dye her hair. I told her to dye it pink. She didn't like that. Gave my eggs to Gus, and then I cleaned up the farm the rest of the day, and I leveled up in foraging. Day 71, I learn about tappers, but I already know I'm a step above the TV. And then Mayor Lewis is reminding me about the fair that's happening tomorrow, so I need to get my stuff together. But first, to tend to our regular farm duties, I picked up my copper axe, which I was so excited about. And while I was there, I opened some geodes. So, of course, then I donated some stuff to the museum. For the most part, I've always just been doing this, donating all the new stuff. And then I wanted to put my axe to the test, and I was so excited to finally be able to clear some of these ginormous stumps. I do need to upgrade my axe again to get even bigger ones, so I will do that soon. But first, it's time to drop off my eggs, and then I went and upgraded my axe, like I said. Somehow I found a mahogany tree seed, so I decided to plant that in the lineup. And then I finally made a cheese press, which is so exciting. I had a pumpkin to donate, so I completed a bundle at the community center. And I was very kindly rewarded with a bee house, which I was very happy with. I cheered on my little dude, as ya do, placed my second bee house, which I was excited about, and then I decided to look through my storage to find high quality items that I could bring to the fair. Now, I have a lot of purple star fish, so I knew I had to get those guys in, and this is pretty much me just putting a lot of high quality stuff in my pockets so that tomorrow I can decide what it is I really want to bring with me to the fair. Day 72 and Pam gave me some beer because she's a real one. I also had cheese for the first time, which was so exciting. I made sure to tend to all of my stuff, but it wasn't long before the fair began. So I went there and I realized the shop here is all token based, which is fun. I had no tokens yet, so I decided to go and pick out the items for my display. Now, I knew that I needed the highest quality stuff, but I also needed like diversity. So I was really worried that I was putting too many fish in this lineup, but they were the best things I had. So I decided to lean into the fish, but then try to get a nice little collection of other crops and things that I thought were good. I didn't know if I was going to get this stuff back, so I was just fully ready to sacrifice all of my favorite items. I wasn't sure if artisan goods were better or flowers were better. This was fully me just guessing and hoping that the guessing was good enough. But in the end, that's what I settled on. And then I played some games. I found out that I'm weak and bad at hitting that thing. And then there's also this like target one that I thought was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I did just okay at it. Then there was a fishing mini game, which I feel like the fish took so long to spawn, but I still did pretty okay too. And I made sure to talk to all of my boyfriends as well. And then I got my fortune read, which was really interesting. They saw me having a conversation with Marnie, who I guess is my best friend. And they saw me with my romantic partner, who I'm assuming is Alex, which makes sense because he is my person with the most hearts at this point. But let's just say that doesn't necessarily mean he's my favorite at this point. So very interesting. And then I decided to buy some stuff with my tokens. I didn't have that many, so I got like a little sunflower vase. Then I risked the rest of my tokens, which worked out because I got even more. So I went back to the shop and I bought the light green rug, and then I decided I was done with my display. There it is, and I was first place, and my rating was 93, so that's pretty good. I felt so happy. So I got tons of more tokens to use, and then I found out I could actually take these items back with me, which is great. I decided to get this fun scarecrow, and then I went back to my farm to tend it, and I put out my very new scarecrow and called it a day. Day 73 and my steel axe is ready, so I do all of my usual farm stuff before I go and pick that up. And again, like I feel like the farm is really cooking at this point. And I ran into Elliot, I gave him a gift. I ran into Harvey and I gave him a gift. I donated all of my eggs to Gus and I'm almost there. I finished a bundle at the community center with this lovely piece of cheese. And I was very kindly rewarded with yet another keg, which is great. So I cheered on my little dude, went back to my farm, collected my cave fruit. I made wine for the first time, and then I had way too much fun breaking all of the things I could not break previously, and I spent the rest of the day cleaning up the farm and getting resources. Day 74, and I am warned that winter is almost here, so I better make sure I have a silo. And I do. And also, the mayor congratulated me for being amazing. tended to my farm, got my eggs, all the stuff, and then I decided to chop down some trees to get some resources, and I finally realized what the train passing through Stardew Valley meant. Now, I didn't know what I was supposed to do to interact with the train or if it just automatically dropped stuff, but I got some goodies. I gave Sebastian some beer and he hated it, but I leveled up farming. Day 75, Caroline wants a pumpkin from me, which is fine. I've got pumpkins for days. The honey keeps honeying, the milk keeps milking, the cave fruit is cave fruiting, I guess. And then I went to upgrade my barn because I really want goats and stuff. But first, I dropped off some wine at the community center and I dropped off my eggs to Gus, and we're almost done. I gave this eggplant to Sebastian because he wanted it from the bulletin board, and I got an achievement for doing that, so shout out, shout out. And that made him love me so much. We had this amazing cutscene where he's working on a motorcycle and he's telling me that he wants to take me on it sometime. And oh my god, I was blushing. I get all of the Sebastian hype. And then I went fishing the rest of the day, gifted some of my other boyfriends. Shane really liked this cheese. Then I found this complete breakfast in the trash, which was so exciting. Sold a bunch of stuff, and I leveled up in fishing. Day 76, the mayor is telling me I'm doing a good job yet again, and Shane gave me a recipe because he's starting to love me. I got some good quality pumpkins. I was thrilled, and I gave Alex that complete breakfast because he likes eggs so much, so I figured he would like this. And I was right because he loved it, and this sent me into a downward spiral because I didn't realize there were loved gifts until this point. But so far, all the boys love me, and then I celebrated by finishing one of my bundles at the community center. I was rewarded with a preserves jar. Then I cheered on my buddy, and then I cheered on Sam in this cutscene where he's skateboarding, and I'm just feeling good about my NPC progress at this point. I gave Caroline the pumpkin she wanted. I sold a bunch of stuff. I gave Gus the last 2 eggs, and I made 3,000 gold. Then I got annihilated in the mines. I lost so much stuff, and I didn't even realize that you could get your lost weapons back, so I wasted my money buying another weapon too. And I lost 5,000 gold! What's up with that? I felt like a total failure, so I basically went home and cried. Day 77, and glazed yams sound so good, I want them in real life. Gus gave me a mini fridge, which I never use, sorry Gus, and my dad gave me some rocks. So I tended to the farm as I usually do. I checked in on the beautiful little magical cart, and they didn't have anything I wanted, but it's always fun to see what new items are in the game that I've never seen yet before, so I've been better about checking this now. And then it was goat time! I finally got my goat. I named him Home Goods, and he's my favorite. Shh, don't tell the others. And then I sold some stuff, and wow, look at this omelet. This omelet is obnoxious and insane, and I love it. I'm so glad that I could contribute to Gus's beautiful omelet, and he even shouted me out. Thank you so much. And then I bought some stuff from him because I want to try to find more loved gifts with people. Then it was back in the mines. I've been having a poor showing in the mines recently, so I needed to get back in there. I decided to eat some of the stuff that I bought. I bought it for other people, but I ended up eating it. And I got desperate at level 89, and I used a staircase to make it to level 90, and I got a really cool sword, and then I went to bed. Day 78, I'm told that walleyes are only at night during the fall and winter, so it's a good thing I already caught one. And oh my god, look at my little goat. Little Home Goods is thriving here on the farm. Then I went into the mines because I wanted to make some more progress, and I did. I made it to level 95 and wondered, when are the mines gonna end? Like, I need to know when they end. And then I found a purple mushroom while I was down there, so I donated it to the community center, and I was rewarded with a recycling machine, which is so exciting. I didn't even pay attention to that machine before. I cheered on my little buddy, and then I cleaned up the farm the rest of the day. Day 79, it's raining again, which I love, so I don't have to do as much. But I did take care of my animals, as you do, and I did some cooking. I've really just been cooking egg dishes at this point. I gave Harvey some bok choy. I gave Sam one of the eggs I made. And then I had this cutscene with Alex where he was indecent. He was naked. I walked in on him naked. Well, he's not really naked. He's just shirtless. There wasn't a lot of substance here to this cutscene. It was just, oh my god, he doesn't have his shirt on. So then I gave him an omelet after, and he liked it, but, didn't love it. His grandma hates me because I found cookies in her trash, so I smoothed it over with a cranberry. I gotta get in nice with the fam. Then I went to see Shane, then I went to see Sebastian, then I went to see Elliot, and I really am the Stardew Valley player, so I tended to my fishing duties for the rest of the night and called it a day. Day 80, I learned that I should have been using the recycling machine the entire playthrough because it takes your trash and makes actual resources that you need. Also, wine and cheese? Is it charcuterie board night here in the corner? It might be. It might be. So I reorganized some of my artisan goods, took care of my chickens and my cows/goat. I got a large milk for the first time. I realized that if you pet your animals, they'll give you better stuff. So I've been giving them so much love. And I donated my milk to the bundle, gave Harvey an egg, which he liked, and then I bought some more stuff because I'm really trying to find like more loved items. I've only been successful once until now when I gave Sam a pizza. He just gave me pizza boy energy, and I was right. It was one of his loved items, which was so exciting. I gave Elliot some wine and he really liked it. I don't know what I gave to Alex, something. And then love number 2 of the day, I found out that Shane loves beer, which I should have put together earlier when we had a cutscene together while we were drinking beer. And then I spent the rest of the day gathering resources and clearing up the farm. Day 81, winter's coming and you better get ready to do nothing. You're going to do a whole lot of nothing. But first, it's still fall. I'm reorganizing my artisan machines as I get more and more. Then I was so close to being able to make the upgraded coop, but I didn't have enough stones. So I decided to pop over to the mine. I went to the easy levels, got the rest of my stones, upgraded my coop, and then I had to open some geodes, donated to the museum. I got another reward. And this time I got some pumpkin seeds, which was tragic because I couldn't plant them yet this season. I gave some honey to Evelyn. And then I had a cutscene, and I wasn't sure who this was for at first until my main man, Elliot, walked in. And oh my God, I don't know why I love him so much. He just bought me a drink. He bought me some wine. We toasted to our friendship. It's whatever. Don't read into it too much. And I was just glad to finally get like another cutscene with him. Then I was able to make another tapper again, which was great. So I have my trees finally over here growing. So now I'll have even more resources. And speaking of resources, I'm collecting even more resources the whole day. Day 82, there's a festival tomorrow night, and you better not forget about it. Also, look at me making my ale. Is this a brewery? Is this a winery? What is this place? I don't know. I got some pomegranates in my little cave today, which was fun. And then I went to the mines, and look at me! I made it to level 100! I was so excited, and I had no idea what this thing was. And my mind was blown. You should have seen my face when I was playing this. I got this burst of energy from this star drop, and my mind is now filled of sloths, which was the thing I put as my favorite item in the beginning of the game, and I have never known what that was for. And then I decided to keep going, but I was attacked by monsters, and look at this big boy. What is this big boy doing down here? I kind of hoped the mines ended at 100. They don't, which we found out. I went to the hot spring, and then I decided to give some people some gifts, making more stuff on my farm before bed, and that's what I got up to. Day 83, Pam and I are besties, and she gave me a battery, but that's too advanced for my beginner brain, so I don't use it ever, but it's there. And then here I am getting even more resources to fund my next project, and that is pretty much what I did all day until the festival. And this is kind of like a Halloween festival. The shop was filled of very cute, spooky things. I didn't get anything, but I did talk to all my boyfriends, and I realized that some of them were not around, and I needed to go find them all in the maze. Harvey was just kind of like chickening out in the corner, which I'm kind of bummed about. I feel like it would have been fun for us to tackle it together. And eventually, after far too long, I did find the secret passageway. I don't want to admit how many minutes this day in the game was, but whatever, don't worry about it. Then I found the little treasure chest, and I got a golden pumpkin, which I never know what to do with, but I keep it for funsies. And then I go to bed. Day 84, artichoke dip, yummy. Is this Applebee's? I'm so ready. And then Robin told me that she upgraded my coop and now I have the ability to incubate eggs to get more chickens. So I did that because I want a little baby chick running around. Then I took care of my animals, the rest of them at least, and I checked the magical little cart. And again, it's really fun seeing all of these items that I haven't quite gotten to yet in the game. I didn't recognize anything I needed for the community center, but I was tempted to buy the artichoke just for the artichoke dip, but I didn't. Instead, I went to buy my little ducks for my new duck upgrade. And I got a duck called Walgreens, and then I got another duck called Rite Aid, sticking with the pharmaceutical theme. And then I walked in on this. This cutscene was a little embarrassing for Harvey, but it was cute. He's just like doing the aerobics with the ladies. I love it for him. I'm not judging him. He's a cutie. I sold some stuff, opened up some geodes, donated some stuff, bought some more food because I'm trying to figure out what everybody loves. It still hasn't happened yet, but I'm trying. Like, what does Sebastian love? Who knows? I gave him this cranberry. He hated it. Harvey doesn't like goat cheese, but at least I know that Shane likes beer and Sam likes pizza and Pam likes ale, so I've got some of it figured out at least. Then I did some fishing. I got a midnight carp, which was pretty cool. Day 85, it's the first day of winter. We're in the home stretch. And they let me know that winter is a good time to mine, fish, gather, and pretty much upgrade stuff. And wow, I was so excited to not have to water my crops and look at my babies. Oh my god, look at my baby animals. I love them so much. I would die for my animals. Then I had this quick little cutscene. Don't really know what that was about. Checked the birthdays, hoped I didn't forget them. I thought I was big brain here. I thought that buying the thing Harvey sells and giving it to him would for sure be something he loved, but he hated energy tonic. So I hate him today, and I took out my anger in the mines, and I didn't get far once again, and I'm losing stuff. I'm not doing a good job recently in the mines, but it's okay. Then I went to buy more stuff at Gus's. I'm funding his whole business just by trying to get my boyfriend's love, dropped off some stuff at the community center, and late night fished. Day 86, and I have good luck, I hope. Also, Robin told me that she has a wood chipper available, but I don't want that because hardwood is already hard to find. Why would I demolish my hardwood? Then I made about 1,000,000 field snacks after I tended my farm, and I got down in the mines. I fished in the mines for the first time, and I got nothing but trash. And then I made it to level 110, and I got some space boots. I finally got the fire quartz, which I needed, and I got desperate at level 114, so I made my own staircase. And then I went back home, and Willie asked me to get him a fish, and then I had to pick between being a fighter and a scout, and I picked fighter. Day 87, and I have good luck once again, which is great because this is a time where I literally live to take care of my animals and then go to the mines. So that's what I did, took care of things on the farm, and then I went to the mines, and I just wanted to get to the end at this point. Like, I needed to get to the end. And I did. I didn't know that the mines ended at 120. I feel like that's such a strange number. I thought we were going to 150, but they did indeed end at 120, and I did get this random skull key that I had no idea what the heck to do with. And I didn't really know what to do with myself now, so I explored the mine some more, and I'd never noticed this. I don't know if this has been here the whole time. I never figure out what it's for, though. In the last 13 days, I don't know. And then I decided to do some fishing, because what else am I going to do? Go back in the mines for fun now that I finished it? No. It's time to fish, and oh my goodness, this was a big moment, because I caught the sturgeon! I never thought I would catch this dang sturgeon, but I did. So I finished off my lake fish bundle, and I was rewarded with yet another spinner I don't know how to use. It's okay though, don't judge me. I cheered on my little dude, and I donated my fire quartz as well, and I was rewarded with some geodes, which was very exciting. So exciting that after I cheered on my little dude, I went to bed. Day 88, living off the land, finally tells me something that I didn't already figure out on my own, and that's if you put quartz in the furnace, you make refined quartz, which is so cool. I didn't know that. And then Pam gave me some energy tonic. She's like my bestie now. Her and Marnie are my accidental best buddies, and I love it. And then I realized I never finished this bundle for the community center, and this was the last one I needed for this room. So I donated some bars, and then the room was complete. I did it. I was rewarded with a furnace, and then I was really rewarded because all of the little monster babies came out to party, and this was just so rewarding. And basically, these little Junimo babies are, here to help. They're here to help restore the room with me. So I followed my little dude. I thought it was a glitch at first that he didn't have the little thing he holds. So I followed him to see, is he gonna still go into that little thing anyway? Or like what is this little boy doing? And he does indeed go into the thing, but he returns with a golden star. And I realize I've never noticed the stars that are in the back of the community center until now. And I got my first star, which was so cool. I felt so good about myself. I know this is probably the easiest room because there's only 3 little bundle sections, but I felt really proud of myself. And then I also forgot that I had this egg, so I dropped off this egg as well. And then I went to open my geodes, and then I got an earth crystal, which was so exciting because I've been needing an earth crystal to make a mayo machine. Donated stuff at the museum. I'm still giving Sam pizza. I gave Elliot some spaghetti, and he liked it. And him and I are getting kind of close, but not that close. And then look, the mine carts are being fixed. We've done something incredible here. Day 89, I put that little drum thing I was given yesterday back behind my furnace just for funsies. I don't know how I feel about it though. And did you see my ducks? Did you see my ducks? My ducks are so cute. I don't mean to be dramatic, but my ducks are cuter than yours, and they had eggs. And then look, the mine carts work, and you can kind of like fast travel from place to place, which is so exciting. Then I opened some geodes, then I donated to the museum, and I got a lot of stuff today. I got ancient seeds, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't do anything with because I was scared that you can't plant them in the winter. So I do hold on to them. And I got some other good stuff. I gave Sebastian some spaghetti. He still doesn't love anything that I give him, but he's liking it at least. Then I went to the beautiful magical cart, and I spotted something I did in fact need. So I did buy the sea urchin, and then I decided to go fishing because I still did need some fish left for the community center, and I needed the squid for Willie, so I did catch it for him. Day 90, instant ick. I thought Clint was an older guy, and Emily was like a young adult like us, but he wants to give Emily an amethyst. Then I had a chick. I named them Walmart, as you do. Took care of them, got some fun fish today. And then I realized Shane told me he lives at Marnie's. I never knew that. So I'm like, maybe I should like go into Marnie's more if I want cutscenes with him. Then I decided to fish in the mines, and I got one of the specialty fish that I needed. I was so excited. I actually got a bunch of them. So of course I donated it, and I had just 2 fish left. And I have just a few things left across the board. I gave Willie his squid. I gave Emily her amethyst. Gosh, I really don't like her and Clint though. Day 91, plum pudding sounds delicious, and Pierre is letting us know we're almost at the end of the video because he's letting us know that next season he is going to have more seeds, and also there is going to be a festival tomorrow, and oh my goodness, look at my little baby animals, they're so cute. Then I went to the mystical magical cart. I didn't get anything, but I went to Marnie's after because I remembered that Shane lives at Marnie's, and I want the cutscenes. And a cutscene I got, but this one was quite sad. Shane was passed out. He was not in a good spot. And it was just kind of very sad overall, but let us know more about his character. It was wildly inappropriate that I gifted him this beer directly after, but let's not talk about it. That's all I know that he likes. I got another garbage hat, but I already got one. Harvey hates everything I give him, but Elliot is starting to like me, as is Sebastian, and I'm cool with how things are going, and then I did some fishing. Day 92, living off the land lets me know I can plant trees, but I know this. But you know what I didn't know? That Sam loves me, like a lot actually, because he came and asked me out on a date, and then Pierre let me know I can buy people bouquets to tell them I'm romantically interested. And wow, I'm eligible to give Sam and Alex bouquets, which is so cool. And I didn't expect Sam to be up there, but I'm glad he is. Now we need to get Elliot up there, okay? Elliot and Sebastian, I want up there. Anyway, now there's a festival. I bought this pumpkin soup because it looked good. Then I talked to all my boyfriends. I said, hello, how are you guys? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're not catching on that I'm dating all of you. And then I did this fishing mini game, and I didn't know how many fish you needed, but I won. I won with 5 fish. I got a bunch of stuff that I don't know how to use, and then I went to bed. Day 93, and it just looks like a party in this coop every day. Honestly, not that the cows aren't fun, but the coop is partying. I found a snow yam finally, which was the last thing I needed for the winter foraging bundle. So I completed that and I got lots of winter seeds, which is great because I didn't know you could grow anything in the winter. Pierre had really fun wallpaper that I bought, and then I bought some bouquets. And wow, look, people like me. I can give them bouquets. And now I realized that I only had one more bundle left in this room, and I had all of the stuff I needed. So, after I gave all of this stuff, I was rewarded with a charcoal kiln, and then even more so rewarded with all of the little Junimo monster babies. And they danced for me, and they're, telling me a little bit more about their backstory. And once again, I hyped up my dude, and he put his star at the top. And I'm feeling really good about how this is going so far. I gave Harvey that pumpkin soup, and then I gave Sam the bouquet, and look at him. Oh my god. Sam is so cute. Like, this is great. I love all of this. So I have my first official boyfriend, and then we celebrated with some pizza. And it was perfect because we went on his big cutscene, and I went to the concert, and he thanked me for helping choose the kind of music, which is great. Don't tell him that I immediately gave Sebastian a diamond, and then I asked out Alex right after. And look at Alex blushing. He's so cute, too. And look at this. If you see Haley, tell her I'm busy. I won. Right, so I won. All other goals met, and I've won. And I hung up my wallpaper, and then look, the bridge is going to be repaired since we finished the community center room. I am so excited to see what's over there. Day 94, I still love my animals more than anybody else, and I got a large egg. How cool. Then I went across the bridge, and I was just given lots of rocks. Just a lot of rocks. But there was so much ore and stuff over here. And then I noticed a little cave off in the corner, and I did not, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect this. This is what seems to be a mine with a skull. So I didn't have my sword with me, so we had to put a pin in that and come back another day. But I did get all of the resources I could from this big area called the quarry. I got all of the rocks. I think it's so fun that you could fast travel to there as well. And then it was Sebastian's birthday, so I gave him a diamond, and it was so great because he likes me so much more. And I like him so much more than when we started, and now he's in my top 3. Day 95, I'm getting tips about catching certain fish, but not the fish that I need. I need, like, the specialty fish still. So then after I took care of my animals, I went to investigate this new mine. And I had no idea what I was in for here. I didn't know if I was looking for another, like, ladder to get down. And everything was fine until this dude came out of nowhere. This, like, flying skeleton monster, I hated every part of him. But at first I was doing okay. And then they just kept coming out of nowhere. I almost made it to, like, get that little golden thing at the back, but I didn't. I passed out. I lost everything, including my favorite weapon, which was tragic. I decided to take the energy tonic because I wanted to still do some things this day. I decided to wait around. I wanted to go to the monster place to try to recover my sword because at some point I figured out you can recover lost items. Then I went back down into this mine. I got the golden scythe, but then I didn't know what else? Like, am I looking for a way down? Do I need to just, like, kill all the monsters? Like, what are we doing? Then I lost my stuff again. But at least I lost a dagger I don't care about. Day 96, my lost dagger was recovered, which is great because this is my favorite one. I don't know why, it just is the best one. The wizard wanted a void essence from me, which I had, so I decided to tend to my animals before I made my way over there, and I got a large goat milk, which was so exciting. On my way, I stopped at the cart, and oh my god, they had the sandfish, which is one of the only 2 fish I need left. Then I gave the wizard his item, and I went back to Robin because I decided I really wanted another path, like I wanted that little crystal path. Then I donated my large goat milk, which was great, and then I decided I wanted to do some more decor on the farm and try and make it even better. So I really wanted to utilize a lot of those new pathing that I got, but they're kind of hard to make, so we have them just in doses. Very tragically, we do not have the footage for day 97. We made it this far just to screw up at the end. But don't worry, I didn't even really leave the farm this day. I really just decorated my farm because I wanted to feel like my farm was a little bit cuter. So I pretty much spent the entire day on the farm and decorated. You didn't really miss anything of too much importance. Day 98, and there's going to be a traveling merchant fleet at the dock, which is going to be so exciting. So, of course, I started my day as you do. I decorated my farm the day before, and I realized I made stupid choices with the fencing. But it's okay, because at least I got a large egg, and I decided to check the magical cart, and I got this red plate because I thought maybe Harvey would like it, and it was his birthday today. So I gave it to him. He liked it. He didn't love it, but still, he liked it enough. And this meant that he was boyfriend status. So I bought him a flower bouquet, and on his birthday, I asked him to be my boyfriend. But first, I got a cutscene with him. He was listening to the radio, and then I found out that he actually wanted to be a pilot / wants to be a pilot. And he used his radio to come in contact with someone who was flying over Stardew Valley. So it was really nice to kind of get to know him. He was kind of like too scared to be a pilot, so he showed me all of his like model airplanes. And I don't know, Harvey's really sweet. He's just sweet. He's sweet. He's a sweet one. Also, I got a duck feather. That's the only other thing you missed on day 97. I got a duck feather, and because I got a duck feather, I had more stuff. And then I finished this room. Look, I finished another room. Coming in at the end here, finishing the rooms. And look how beautiful this one is. I hyped up my dude, as you do, and I felt so good. I feel like I did a lot. And then I decided to contribute some money toward one of the bundle rooms that are on the side that you just need to contribute money toward. So I did that. I got some chocolate cake, and then I contributed to another one, and I got some fertilizer, which was great. And I cheered on my little dude again. And then I decided to reorganize the farm a little bit more. I really couldn't make up my mind with these fences, but just like pretend it looks okay, okay? Just like shh, shh. It's okay. It looks better than before. And then I did some late night fishing, and that's pretty much all I got up to on day 98. Except for, oh yeah, my greenhouse. Oh my goodness. I was so excited that I unlocked the greenhouse. Like, I really did something. Day 99, and I already know about geodes living off the land. Let's get with it. Tell me something I don't know. Then I worked more on the farm and, of course, gave all the love to my animals. And then look at my greenhouse. It's so beautiful. And then I walked in on the best cutscene I think I've had so far. And this one, we were doing a tabletop roleplay game with Sebastian and Sam. And I chose to be the wizard, which is the part that Sebastian wanted, but he said it was fine if I took it. And this was really cool because you actually got to interact and choose like how the story went. Most notably from this, I decided to put a shield on my friends, which worked out because I saved Sebastian's life, which, you know, was good. I got a B rating for this. And then I talked to Sebastian a little bit more, and I really like him. He gives me sad boy vibes too, but I really like him. I'm one heart away from him being boyfriend status, so trying to see if we can get there. Then I accidentally bought a crab pot when I meant to buy bait, so ignore that. And then I did some fishing, and then the event started, and I came down to the submarine where you could do some like deep sea fishing, and it was really fun. I was hoping to get that last fish I needed for the community center, but I didn't. Instead, I did get lots of other fish, and I got a free coffee, which is so nice. And then I looked at the shops, and they didn't have anything I needed, including the magical cart that was here too, which I was bummed about because I just need a few more items, like for a lot of the rooms in the community center. And then I found a mermaid. And then here we are, day 100. And of course, the spirits are annoyed today. But I did all of the usual farm stuff. I attended to my babies. I got my cave fruit. I gave Sebastian one last gift to see if we were boyfriend-girlfriend status, and we weren't, but we're almost there. And it's okay, because I think Elliot's my favorite, and I'm still nowhere close to him. But it's okay. Then I went into this mine anyway to try to see if I could get to the bottom of it, because it's the last day, and I wanted to see if I could figure out what I needed to do here. And I couldn't. I really couldn't. I tried to hit, like, a bunch of rocks. I tried to kill, like, all of the skull guys. And this still remains a mystery to me, unfortunately, but I had to give it a go. And then I ended the night going to the little festival again. They didn't have anything that I wanted to buy, so I just looked around, and I decided for the last thing I wanted to do, I wanted to plant my winter seeds in my greenhouse. And then for one more time, I pet my dog, and I went to bed. And there you guys have it. That was 100 days of Stardew Valley for the first time. I can't believe we made it. Oh my goodness. We did it. And not only did we hit 100 days, but we also did accomplish the goal of I absolutely, in case you couldn't tell, fell in love with Stardew Valley as I was embarking on this playthrough. And this playthrough will not end here, so if you're interested to see day 101 and on, be sure to check out my live streams here on YouTube and over on Twitch, as I will be continuing this save file and seeing what else happens in this game and what else specifically I can get up to in this game. As for my in-game goals, I didn't achieve all of them, but I feel like I did a pretty good job across the board. I didn't finish the community center, but I do think I did a respectable amount, and I am almost done. I did romance several NPCs of my choosing. I didn't marry anyone yet, but I did get to the romance stage. I did decorate my farm even a little bit. It may not be perfect, but it happened. I attended all the festivals, and I didn't Google anything. I figured it all out on my own, which is so exciting, and I feel very proud of myself. But let me know what you thought down below. Be nice, Stardew Valley fans. Let me know kindly what I did wrong. But I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Please consider subscribing if you're interested in more cozy gaming content. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.